Inspired by the Platinum Jubilee, I have made something this week that I've never made before, and it all has to do with these yummy treats. So I'm going to share what that is. We've also been outside in the garden. We've actually done a lot of work inside and outside this week. Outside, we've added a few new features that completely transform the space, which I'm excited to share with you, including a very special greenhouse. And inside, we have been working on the transformation in our reception room. We also have the answer to the question I asked a few weeks ago about the color of the corbels on our mantle. So if you've been waiting to hear what we decided to do, I'm going to share that with you today. We also have our summer market tickets being released tomorrow. So I'm going to give you all the details first before it goes live, including a very special ticket that we've never offered before. And so stay tuned to the end of this video, and I'm going to share with you, you'll be the first to know about those tickets. They're very, very limited. So you'll be the first to have the opportunity to see and understand what we're doing with those. So we have lots to share in today's video. And don't forget, if you enjoy our videos and you want to make sure you're the first to see any new videos we put out, make sure you subscribe to our Ladysmith Manor Diaries YouTube channel. But let's get back to business. Let me show you what we've been up to this week. So these are our latest addition to the garden. Stephen picked them up in PEI when he was over there this week, and they're these gorgeous concrete urns, and they're actually going to end up at the top of the steps, but we don't have our steps finished yet. So right now they're going to be living here at the moment, and I'm just planting our first meadow sage to go in it. We've got two of them, one on either side, and I think they're the perfect addition to the manor. So as it was the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, I decided that a cream tea would be the perfect way to celebrate. And I decided that I would try something I'd never tried before, and that was making clotted cream. Now, if you're British, and if I know a lot of Canadians, there is nothing better than a scone with jam and clotted cream. So I decided that I would try. I've never tried making it myself, I've always bought it, but I thought I would try it. And it actually turned out, it wasn't perfect, but it turned out not too bad for my first try. Now, the big question though is, do you put your jam or your cream on your scone first? Now, in Cornwall, in England, they put the jam on first and then they put their clotted cream. Now, in Devon, they do it the other way around, and they actually put their clotted cream on first and then their jam. So the question is, how do you do yours? Now, I've done it actually both ways, and recently I've been actually doing it with the clotted cream first. I was reading about someone who suggested that putting your clotted cream on first was like spreading butter, and you could then get lots of the cream spread on your scone before you put the jam on. Whereas if you do it the other way around, it's kind of harder. You have to kind of put a dollop of cream on top of the jam because it kind of slides off. So, like I say, I've done it both ways. Right now, I'm doing it with the cream first and then the jam because I get more cream on it that way. But either way, they're totally delicious, and it makes no difference. But I'd be interested, which way do you do it? Do you put your cream or your clotted cream on your scone first, or your jam on your scone first? But either way, like I say, they're both delicious, and it's always so lovely to enjoy a nice cup of tea in a vintage teacup with a scone, cream and jam, especially when you've made your own clotted cream. And as I said, it was my first try, wasn't perfect. I'm gonna try again and try and perfect my method, but it was a good first start, and I've got to say, it is totally delicious. We started on our Boxwood hedge, and the first job was to get some rocks to edge the path around the terrace. Now, last time we moved a really large rock, Stephen ended up with a hernia, so this time...
Stephen got a hernia from the last one.
Yeah, so we're trying a smaller rock this time to move to the end of my rock
pathway.
Yeah, this one right.
So with all the rocks in place, it was time to plant the trees and add some mulch.
So the mulch is all down. The boxwoods are planted on our curve here. They're looking really, really great. And we actually ran out, but we have now picked up 5 more that will go in the final part of this curve. And then it will be complete until we finish the other end of the garden here. But it's really coming together and looks quite pretty. So the feature of the boxwood hedge that will grow over time and these 2 beautiful urns really makes a difference to this part of the manor.
A few weeks ago, I asked you for your help on the colour of the corbels for our mantle here in the reception room. Now, if you remember, I picked up these 2 corbels and they're in this beautiful gold. And I asked you whether you felt that we should leave them gold or whether we should paint them and put them on in the off-white and then put some gold accents on. Well, there was a mixture of opinions, but overwhelmingly people said paint them and the same colour as the mantle and then just put some gold accents. Well, I love these so much and I love them gold so much that I couldn't bear to paint them. So we ended up deciding that we would actually use these somewhere else. And we picked up some other corbels which actually are already white. And these are going to be painted in the same colour as the mantle. And then I'm going to put my gold accents on, just like most of you suggested. And I think you are absolutely right, because now I see these on, these haven't been painted yet, so they're a slightly different colour to the actual wood of the mantle at the moment. But when I see these on, it just looks like they've always been there. It looks like it fits, and I think the gold would have been too much. So thank you to everyone who helped us with that decision. And I'm going to this week be painting these. And we also have a few more pieces that we're waiting for them to arrive. Just for a little bit of detail, we're going to put one piece here and another piece here. And they're just got a little bit, almost like they look a little bit like carvings, and we're going to add those, and again paint them the same color as the mantle, add a little bit of gold so it's very subtle, not too overpowering, but I think it's perfect for this mantle. So this is the final chair rail piece for this room, and it will be cut and put onto the wall here. We've done pretty much the whole rest of the room. Stephen's just got this one last piece to go, but it makes such a difference, this transition from the green to the off-white. And neating it up with these chair rails. So we've almost finished that, and now we're just waiting for our paneling pieces. Now, this area that we painted in the off-white, we want it to look like paneling. So we've actually got some trim, the detailed trim, that we're actually going to put onto these walls to make it look like paneling, which is just a cost-effective way of us creating paneling without the cost of actual buying panels, which is so expensive. So I'm very, very excited. They're on order. I'm just waiting for them to come in, and then they'll go up, and I think that will really be the final touch for this piece and give it a little bit more character. And then we're almost at the point where we can start putting curtains up and doing the finishing touches. So over the next few weeks, stay tuned to see it all come together. So come see the first step towards our kitchen garden. Now we want to be able to grow a lot of our own produce here, and that's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, but we've made the first little step by adding a very special little greenhouse. It's kind of on a miniature scale in the world of greenhouses, but it gives us a space to start growing some beans and tomatoes and some lettuce and some produce that we want to start, and then each year we will add more. So come see it. So this is our little greenhouse that we've added this week, and it's tucked away beside the manor next to the old chicken coop and our log piles. And I think it's going to be great for us this year just to start growing a few different plants and veggies.
So we're just setting our plants up in here. My mum is in charge of the organisation and growing and planting in the greenhouse. And so once she's got everything set up, I will give you another little tour of the new greenhouse.
I'm just finishing my tea and scone, and it's been delicious. But I wanted to tell you all about our summer market. Now, as you know, it will be on the 16th and 17th of July this year. And if you joined us last year, we had such an amazing weekend, and we can't wait to do it all again, bigger and better. And this year we've got 23 vendors, we've got more vendors, and we really have handpicked and curated the best of the best. We have such talented vendors who are going to be joining us, and their work is just amazing. And I know you're going to love every single one of their booths. And we've got a big diversity of different products and, you know, ideas and creativity and artwork and jewelry and candles and sweet treats and food and farm products and produce. It's going to be just amazing. And I am so excited that we're also going to be welcoming beloved miniature horses this year, and they're going to be here with their miniature horses. They're going to be offering pony rides for kids. I have clarified the weight limit, and unfortunately I'm too big. I tried, but they will be doing pony rides for kids, and we've got our ice cream bar coming back with Sussex ice cream, and I have a very special flavor that we're going to be serving that is only available, they only have it available for 4 weeks in the year, and I have managed to get my hands on some, so we can serve that. You'll have to wait to find out what that flavor is. We have so many great things planned that we cannot wait to see you. So tomorrow the tickets go on sale, and we will be sending out an email in the morning to everyone on our email list. If you're not on our email list, jump over to our website, you can sign up there. And everyone on our email list will get the first chance to buy tickets before everyone else. So we are going to be doing timed arrivals like we've done we did last year. Everyone seemed to really appreciate being able to come and not having huge crowds and being able to spread people over the day. So we will be coming, the tickets will be sold based on an hour arrival time, and you will be able to come, but you can stay as long as you like. You don't have to just be here for an hour. We just ask you to arrive within that hour. You're welcome to stay all afternoon. We'd love to see you. There'll be lots of places where you can sit out and sit under the oak trees and enjoy your ice cream and, you know, go around the booths multiple times. We would love that. So the tickets will be available, and we're going to release them first to those people on our email list, and then they will go public later tomorrow. So make sure you get there to get your tickets first. Now, the other very exciting thing is we are offering something we've never done before at any of our markets. We are going to be offering vintage picnics at our summer market, and it will be a separate ticket, so you'll buy your ticket to come in, and if you don't want to have a picnic, that's fine, but we are offering vintage picnics where you will buy your ticket, you will come at a specified time, you will pick up your vintage wicker hamper that will be chock full of local goodies from our vendors and from other local food providers and growers and makers in this area, local artisans, and it will all be local produce, and you will have a wonderful, delicious vintage picnic that you can share with however many people you book with. And we will have designated spaces around the manor where you will be able to go and sit and enjoy your picnic at your time. Now, those tickets will go on sale in the next couple of weeks. They're not going to be released tomorrow, but there will be, when you book your ticket, an opportunity for you to sign up for the wait list for vintage picnics. They're going to be very limited. We only have a certain number of spaces. So if you would love to come and enjoy a vintage picnic with your other half, your partner, your friends, your kids, your family, then make sure you send in that request to go onto the wait list, and as soon as we release those tickets, you will be one of the first we will go through that wait list first to offer you tickets before we open them up to everyone else. So we cannot wait for you to actually come and enjoy just a delicious vintage picnic as part of our market. And so all the information will be released tomorrow. and those tickets will go on sale for the vintage picnic in a couple of weeks. But we will be having all our market tickets going on sale tomorrow. We also will have our cake competition at our market. So if you entered a cake previously in previous years, or you would like to enter a cake to our cake competition, we would love that too. So you will be able to see all the information, like I say, on our page, on our website tomorrow. So we cannot wait to see you on the 16th, the 17th of July this year. It's going to be such a fantastic weekend. And I think I'm going to finish my scone and my tea and then get back to work. And I will see you back here next week for our next episode of the Ladysmith Manor Diaries.